A very good evening. This is Weekend Primetime News here on MTV Sports. I'm Ramesh Irugal Bandara. First, a look at the stories making headlines tonight. A demonstration staged in Jaffna in support of the government. The President hands over set of houses to war heroes in Ramukkana. The National Museum temporarily closed down following a robbery. The theory of relativity proved correct once again. On to those stories in detail now. President Mahinda Rajapaksa handed over a set of houses that were constructed under the Api Venuin Api housing project to war heroes in the Nugavela area in Ramukkana today. The 8th phase of the Api Venuin Api housing project centered around the Kegol district. The function was organized at the Mithu Sumangal School in Kegol to hand over the houses to war heroes. The Api Venuin Api housing project, a brainchild of President Mahinda Rajapaksa, is being carried out under the patronage of Defence Secretary Gotabaya Rajapaksa. The housing project was intended to provide shelter to the war heroes who possess land but are not financially capable of building a house. Here, President Rajapaksa also engaged in a cordial discussion with war heroes and their family members. Now, a number of priceless antiquities which were put on display at the National Museum in Colombo was stolen last night. According to the police, the museum will remain closed for the next 2 days in order for investigations to be carried out. The CID will be carrying out further investigations into the robbery.
The National Museum has history which dates back to the year 1877. The museum was declared open under the auspices of then British Governor of Sri Lanka, Sir William Henry Gregory. Construction work on the National Museum, which was designed by Italian architects, was completed in 1876. It was on the 1st of January 1877 the museum was declared open for public viewing. According to the police, a number of artifacts which were put on display on the first floor of the National Museum was stolen during the early hours of today.
It has been revealed that some rings, swords, ancient coins, and in addition to that, handles of the walking sticks that had been used by the kings or VIPs during Kandyan era. All the items belongs to the Kandyan era.
According to the director of the National Museum had been robbed on a previous occasion as well.
20 years ago, a Buddhist statue went missing. Other artifacts have also gone missing previously.
Shouldn't you have been more concerned about the security of the National Museum, which is an institution of national importance? Investigations are underway into the incident. If there were any lapses in security at this location, we hope to reveal it following our investigations. Is there a security camera system in place? There is a camera system in place. We will reveal details about it after investigations.
විමර්ශනය කරනවා.
එලාම් සිස්ටම් එකක් නෙමෙයි තියෙන්නේ නයිට් විෂන් කැමරාස් දාලා තියෙන්නේ. කෞතුකාගාරෙම තියෙනවා කැමරා පද්ධතිය.
Meanwhile, Minister of National Heritage Dr. Jagat Balasuriya, who arrived at the National Museum today, revealed that the security camera system had been inactive from the 15th of this month.
A strong rope has been tied to a pillar and they have climbed down. Unfortunately, the security cameras have functioned until the 15th and had not functioned thereafter. We are not sure whether those who are responsible for this disconnected it.
සමහර විට මේක කලාකප්පල්කාරී ලෙස මොකක් හරි ක්‍රමවේදයකින් ඒක වසා දැම්මද කියන එකත් ප්‍රශ්නයක් අපිට.
Although a large group of people arrived at the National Museum today, they were unable to enter the premises. At the location, we met a teacher who was accompanying a group of children from Gaul on an educational excursion.
There are plenty of children who have not seen this. We came here with great difficulty after collecting money. I'm really sad about the administration at the museum.
Meanwhile, Dr. Jagat Balasuriya added that the security guards serving at the museum had been appointed by the Ministry of National Heritage and noted that it is not yet clear as to whether the robbery was carried out by an internal or external party.
Now, a protest march and demonstration organized by the Sri Lanka Freedom Party branch in Jaffna was held in the north today against the accusations that have been levelled against Sri Lanka at the UN Human Rights Council.
The protest march commenced opposite the Dorayappa Stadium in Jaffna at around 10 this morning. The demonstrators subsequently gathered at the Jaffna bus stand. Individuals from different ethnicities were gathered at the location to show their opposition over the allegations levelled at the UNHRC. According to our correspondent, a group of rehabilitated former LTTE combatants were also present at the occasion.
At present, Sinhala and Tamil people live in unity. During the war, we did not see this. The country is forging ahead. We do not need the United Nations to guide us.
All ethnicities in the country live peacefully. We condemn the resolution that was brought forward against us in Geneva. I would like to request that everyone, especially the Islamic nations, to extend their support to Sri Lanka. Subsequent to the end of the war, roads have been opened. Moreover, boats and fishing nets have been provided to fishermen to ply their trade. Everyone is living happily. Despite the war ended, certain factions are trying to exert unwanted pressure on Sri Lanka. We don't like it.
The United States draft resolution on Sri Lanka is the center of discussion at many political platforms these days. Let's take a look at several views expressed by political party representatives on this subject.
The
3-decade-long war ended and the international community says that there was a mistake. An accusation has been leveled that 5 individuals who were waving white flags were killed. However, a woman who was there during the final stage of the conflict had said that the said individuals died as a result of the war and that they were not killed individually. She had further said that it was the army who recovered the bodies of the dead and that they were rescued by the army. She made a clear statement regarding this. However, Channel 4 has telecast false documentaries depicting the manner in which they were killed. They are trying to tarnish the reputation of the president and the country.
They made various promises by visiting India, America and also Geneva. However, they did not fulfill them. We disregarded their recommendations. Just as they did before, they will disregard the recommendations of the All-Party Representative Committee as well. I believe that a resolution has been brought forward through the United Nations because the international community understood that such commissions have been appointed to deceive them.
I believe that everyone should walk onto the streets and say that we should be allowed to live freely without foreign influence. These imperialistic forces need to understand that. Their actions are, however, considered democratic, which does not violate human rights. These forces will have to surrender before Mother Nature one day. The US attempted to invade many countries and carry out wars and achieve victory. However, they failed at all times. Moreover, not a single country in Europe was able to win the wars they were involved in. However, we achieved victory at the war front. Some envy our achievement, and that is why they interfere with our international matters. We would like to note that the people have a good understanding about the situation.
Opposition leader Ranil Wickremesinghe engaged in a tour of the Jaffna Peninsula today.
The opposition leader who arrived in Jaffna was warmly welcomed in Chavakach area by the Area Traders Association. Here the opposition leader inquired into the problems faced by the public. The opposition leader then proceeded to the Kodikamam area where he addressed a gathering. Thereafter he looked into the issues faced by mothers and children in the area. Ranil Wickremesinghe also attended a special function organised at the Nelliyadi bus stand. It is difficult to live. There are no jobs. You cannot walk on the roads in peace. The government does not have answers for these problems. We urge the government to implement the recommendations of the LLRC and provide immediate political solutions. People in the north as well as from the south should join hands against this government.
A meeting to create public awareness was held in the Maritime Pattu area in Mullaitivu district today under the auspices of UNP Deputy Leader Sajith Premadasa.
The meeting was held at the Valley Oya Janakapura Viharaya. Sajith Premadasa also looked into the shortcomings at the temple. Unfortunately, we live in an era where the public are not granted any relief or benefits that are destined to them. The public should be given strength. Anyone can serve the public when they are in power. It is not a difficult task. However, we are doing all this today without any state power. We do not have any state sponsorship. However, I have been able to come to this location. I need to state here that I will provide some relief to the people of Janakapura.